Yo, what's up everybody? It's MRC Core. So I'm back with some more chess here today. I'm going to start out with some puzzles and I'm going to start doing some 10-minute games, try to make it about an hour-long video. I'm going to try to do a little less editing just so my life is easier. So it is black to move, white just moved rook to there. This rook is protected, king can't go out that way, it is being attacked though. If I move here, king moves there. But I think I have to do that? No, I don't. This is checkmate, right? Yeah. Because that's checkmate, because I'm like, oh, what, you can't go anywhere. What is this nap? Get out of here. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be very appreciated. And you can leave a comment below what your... just leave a comment below, it helps. Alright, so it's black to move. I actually didn't see what they just did. Okay, they just took a rook, okay. So they just took a rook. I'm pretty sure just that. Yeah. Yeah. It didn't matter what piece they did. I don't know why it was a rook, but... it could have been any piece, it would have been fine. I would have probably made it like a knight for it to be less tempting. But it really didn't matter what piece that was, because the king always takes that piece. I think here, because this was obviously the play that happened, I think this should have happened, and then this pawn march. Yeah, this pawn would just march. Alright, next puzzle. Alright, it's white to move, and yeah, black just took a white bishop. So now it is white to move. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Because you don't want to just take that, right? Like, there's no way. I feel like you just threaten checkmate. Yeah. Yeah, you just do that and threaten checkmate. Yeah. And they had to do that to move their king over here, which stops the immediate checkmate, but you gain a rook and a knight out of it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Alright, white to move. What did black just take? Oh, they just took a pawn. Okay, so they took the hanging pawn. This... oh. Let's checkmate. No, let's checkmate. That's easy. Alright, so we do that. White to move. Alright, so the black pawn is almost able to promote. So I can't do that. I can't do that. I feel like I can go... so I feel like there's a couple of ways that this can go, right? If I move king here, what happens is pawn there. And when the pawn goes there, I think black wins the game. Or it's a draw. I can't tell because I can't think that many moves ahead. But... that's pretty much what happens. And the problem is I can't, block it with my rook. I'd have to move my rook over here, and if they promote it, it's a drawn game. So I think it's a drawn game if I do that. Meaning that is not the correct play. I can't do that. Same difference, really. Or is it? Or is it? Actually, no. Hold on a second. If I go here, pawn moves, I move the rook here. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's a one game. White wins, black should resign. It won't take but like probably 15, 20 moves-ish. Somewhere around there. If you know how to do a rook versus king endgame. Alright, so we did that. Let's go ahead and do that daily puzzle as well. Get the brain juices flowing. Kitty? Are you in a trash can? Better not be. I'm sorry, I hear my cat. Kitty, don't do this to me. Whatever. Alright, so this pawn... Yeah, so we do that. Knight's gonna swing around. So they're gonna go there, followed by there. Oh, they're gonna go there instead. So then you go here and it forces that, and then you get queen. Yeah. Yeah. The reason that you had to do that is because when you fork a knight with something, when you fork a knight with a knight, the other knight's pretty much forced to do something there. So yeah, there you go. But we're going to go ahead and get some actual chess games in. I'm going to go with 10-minute rapid this time around. Not only to get some more games in, but just to try something else. I'm going to go ahead and accept the Queen's Gambit. I'm not really afraid of it. Yeah, I'm just going to develop normally. It's odd to see that knight out first, in my opinion, but I mean, that's just me. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't have to move this bishop immediately. So what I might do here is just that. I might just want to trade this bishop and that knight because I feel like that is imminent. Alright, yeah, we're just going to be forced to do that. And now I'm going to move my bishop. Like, I don't really see any immediate threats here. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Well, I can do that and defend both the rook and the knight in one go. And this pawn is hanging, so yeah. Don't know what they were thinking. And my king should be able to castle very safely as well. But I want this pawn first, I think. Yeah, I want that pawn first. I think they saw that they were going to get a free piece. So they're going to go ahead and do that, which is completely fine. What I want to do is... I got to think about this. Like, I do want a castle, but I also want to go ahead and move this knight out. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get that knight moved out, just so I can start doing other things. Yeah, the problem is I can't move it out where I want it to be. Actually, I can do this, right? I can actually do this, and the thought process is, well, then I can't move my knight out. Maybe the solution is honestly this. Yeah, I think it's that followed up by knight here. Because this, and they're just going to go ahead and give this to me. Which is kind of wild when you think about it. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take this pawn because they left it there for me. Yeah, they just kind of left that there for me, which is fine. Like, I'm not in any danger. Okay, so they want to do that. That's fine. That's fine. I can't trap them. We can actually do this. I think I can do this first. Yeah. Do that first so I don't lose a rook. I'd rather lose a knight than a rook. So I just want to go ahead and do that, which is perfectly fine. So I basically just lost a knight for it. Like I said, I've got a pretty good position right now, and I intend to keep it that way. I think I do need to take that back. Yeah. So they're probably going to castle queen side and have the rook here so it x-rays my queen. No, they actually want to do that. Well, I think that's a little bit of a mistake there because I'm going to go ahead and be able to do this. So I'm going to fork the queen and defend my pawn here. And they're going to go ahead and do that. I don't think I need to castle anymore. I'm going to be honest there. Well, actually, I can't do that because then I lose my knight. So I'm going to have to go here. So I'm going to have to go there. And this is going to force... Yeah, this is going to force a queen trade, which is better for me. That's much better for me. Now, I'm not looking great, but that is a lot better for me. I'm going to go ahead and... well, what do I want to do here? No, I don't want to do that. I think I honestly want to hit this F pawn. I think. Or I can move my knight here. I don't think this is a bad play. Yeah, I want to do that because it stops the knight from going here. My king is pretty exposed, but I think I'm fine, honestly, because I can just move here into a defensive position. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll just trade knights. And we'll just gain a little bit of time by attacking the bishop. It has to go somewhere. Yep, and if I do that, it loses me a bishop. So I'm going to go ahead and attack that f-pawn there. That way it can't move out immediately unless he moves the king somewhere else. And this also gives me a future attack if I can get my rook to this f square. If you're going to go ahead and trade rooks for me, I would appreciate that. I'm all about that. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for you. Yeah, that does absolutely. I'm running out of time because I'm used to playing longer. So hopefully I'll be fine going into the end game. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and do that, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Actually, no, I can't yet. I'm just going to move my pawn up very calmly, because I don't think that I lose anything by it. And they're going to do that. And I'm just going to very simply do this, so that I am hitting that pawn down there, x-raying it. As you can see, I'm not as good at 10-minute games. Yeah, so we're just going to go here, we're going to open this up. I mean, this doesn't really help my opponent at all, so it just delays time, which is good for them because I am in time pressure right now. It's completely fine. I'm just going to move right back to where I was because it doesn't hurt me. I'm actually going to do this to threaten that bishop away, because I don't lose anything here by this. Okay, and they actually, I think that's a slight error, because now my king's able to go over here. Yeah. I'm not really worried about being put in checkmate. I don't think I can at the exact moment. Yeah, and like I said, they're really trying to do this. But I think that in doing so, it's not helping their position. I mean, that's cool if that you wanted to trade that. So I'm actually going to go here and put their king in Zugzwang. I'm going to lose because of time pressure, right? Because I actually think that I made the better plays here. But no, your king is not moving out. Sorry. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're just going to do that. We're going to do this. Everything's nice and tidy. Now, even though they have a pawn majority, like, I think this can be a pretty... I think this is a drawn game. I think it can be a drawn game. I don't know 100%. Yeah, we're just going to move stuff back and forth. See what we can do. Like, there's not a lot that's going to resolve this tension. And I will always keep them in Zugzwang. I can actually move this here. This does not hurt me. Okay. And that did what for you exactly? So you're still going to be in Zugzwang. But it doesn't matter how you do this. Yeah, like, I will stay in Zugzwang with you. Yeah, I'm gonna lose on time. It doesn't matter. Alright, so how do I do this? I think I have to take that. Then I go here. Yeah, and then I think I do this. I'm gonna lose off of time, right? I do lose off of time. Like, I think this is a drawn position. Unless my opponent makes a mistake here. But obviously I lose off of time pressure. Come on, take the dang queen. Yeah. Drawn. Cool. So I got a draw out of that. How about no? No rematch. How about no rematch? Not your fault that you couldn't beat me when I had 3 seconds on the clock. It's called I drew that game, and I'm pretty dang happy about it. Because that was a game that I didn't do too well in, but I still drew it because I did the right thing. I'm going to go ahead queen pawn. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to make moves that I know and understand. I actually hate this. I actually hate the way that that looks. That looks terrible. Like, I'm just going to get my big center. I don't see any reason not to have a massive center. Because that bishop, this bishop here, is almost never going to do anything. Cool. I'm going to defend this with my life. Think that I will not defend this pawn with my life. I will move this pawn up as well. Think that I won't. Boom. I don't like this position that they have at all. Like, I think this is a terrible position for my opponent, but that's just me. That's just me. Alright, they want to go ahead and do that. I can just take. I don't think that I lose anything by it. And I don't have to take back. I do not have to take that back. So they're just, you know, they're stuck with that board, and I'm not. I'm gonna do this, I think. Does that gain me something, or does that lose me something? Well, they actually lost more defense on this D pawn, so I do want to try to exploit that. I'm actually gonna do this. Like, I don't want to put my bishop there because I feel like it'll just get kicked. Yeah, I feel like it'll just get kicked if it does that. Yeah, exactly, with that move. What I want to do here is I want to go ahead and castle. Yeah, I want to go ahead and castle. I'll let them resolve the tension this time. So what's happening here is this king is exposed. That's what I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do... What can I do here? I'm actually going to do this because I don't want that pawn to move. But I can tell that they really want that pawn there, but it's not that important to me. And I don't want their queen over here doing queen things. Plus, if they take my knight, my bishop's here. Yeah, actually, this is much better for me because I have 3 attackers on this pawn suddenly. And yeah, no, pony, no. We do this now. That's check. And you're forced to respond to that. I don't want to trade my bishop at all. Alright, so you can check there. Need to be careful about that. Can't touch my queen. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, well, my bishop's exposed here. So my bishop's exposed. I really don't want to trade the bishop. So what I think I'm going to do is very simply just bishop to e3. Just keep my bishop. Keep my bishop. I think my opponent is losing steam here. Alright, that's completely fine. We can do this. Yeah, well, I can move my pieces wherever I need to. If you want to trade, go ahead and trade. I imagine they are going to trade. But, like, this queen is still sitting there, so I want to go ahead and start moving my rook out. You know, get something going. Yeah, they want to go ahead and do that. We'll just take back. And see how they want to respond to that. Like, I think I have a good position going into the endgame here. Especially because, like... I mean, I don't like the fact that I lost a bishop for a knight, but it is what it is. Like, I don't think I had a way out of that, really. Yeah, I don't think I had a way out of that. I could have traded... maybe I should have done bishop for bishop. And had my queen sitting on this square. But, I mean, I just didn't like the way that looked. Yeah, I just didn't like the way that looked. But I think that actually would have been better for me. The only other option was maybe move my bishop here. Which I just kind of didn't like the way that looked either. But I think, yeah, no, I think I should have just moved my bishop there. They want to go ahead and start moving their queen out. That's completely fine. I want to go ahead and start moving my rooks out. Like, I want to just go ahead and start looking at this back rank, because what I see is a vulnerable king. And I also see someone who's starting to get into time pressure. Oh, that's a terrible move. That's a terrible move, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, because I'm X-raying that now. What are you trying to do? Not really sure what my opponent's trying to do here. I'll go ahead and attack here because I don't lose anything by it. Yeah, I absolutely lose nothing by doing this. Oh, they're gonna move their bishop all the way over here, aren't they? I don't care. Like, they can't do it this turn because of that. Yeah, they can't do it this turn because of that. And I'm pretty much just going to, Alright, so they want to go ahead and do that, which is fine. What this allows me to do, though, is this, I think. Which both attacks the queen and guards my knight. And I want this rook gone, because if they use their rook to take that pawn, if they use their rook to take this pawn, alright, so I just want to go ahead and do that. Try to make life complicated. So that is something they're going to try to do. I'm going to go ahead and attack that rook. But I'm not really attacking that rook. Rather than attacking that rook, I'm attacking this square. Because if I can move my queen down there, I can threaten checkmate. Because of this bishop here. But I want to go ahead and take that bishop first. But this can also get my queen active in other ways. This is very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and start trading down pieces. Especially now that you blocked that. Alright, so you went ahead and did that. That's an odd one. So, I can do this. Nope, 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 nope. But I can... But I can do this. Yeah, I can absolutely... Actually, do I even have to? I can start taking pawns. Do I need... I don't think I need to, though. I'm going to do this first, keep it safe, and then I'm going to attack pawns. Because, like, my queen has so much mobility right now. And right now, that king is in a really weird and awkward place on the board. I'm going to go ahead and start taking pawns. Since you're just allowing that to happen. Alright, you're just going to say check. I don't really think that accomplished that much. And I could trade that bishop as well. Or not. I don't really see checkmate. Well, that's a predicament. So I have to do this. I absolutely have to do this play. But I don't think I'm in danger. So they want to do that. I don't think that's a good play. I'm trying to see what they could do. I'm just going to go ahead and trade pieces. Because that's going to help my position more. And that queen is not doing jack shit. So I'm just going to go ahead and start taking pawns. This is going to be interesting. I might be able to catch him on time. What? Alright. If you got checkmate, prove it. Ah, yes. The checkmate button. Ah, yes. It's still even though, so I think I'm fine. That's not good for me. Yeah, that's not good for me. Ah, yes. Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate for me. Hey, now, don't do the same play that you just did. I lost. What? What are you doing? Don't know what they're doing. Don't really care. There we go. Let's go. I'm getting checkmated, like, right? Like, I messed up pretty bad there. Let's see how greedy they get. Let's see if they mess up. It's checkmate. Okay, they found checkmate. GG. They found checkmate. GG. I don't like positional games. I like e4. All right, we're gonna do that. Okay, different. We'll just do that. All right, I'll trade. Not really sure what your queen does out there. Alright, I'm just gonna calmly develop my pieces. Like, do you want to trade the queens that badly? Alright, fine. You can have it. I'm gonna do this, because I want this pawn down here. Like, if I get that, I get that and more. Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna do that. Like, I get my pawn back, and I get my rook all the way up there. That's kind of scary. And this is a potential thing that can happen too. I can move my knight here, start doing things, like... So you're just trying to trade down pieces as quickly as possible. Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on a minute. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. They can't do anything about it. Because this comes right out here. If their knight ever moves, if their knight takes it, I win a rook. Yeah. If their knight takes that, I win a rook. And if they don't take it, I'm doing this next turn. I could have also done this, but I don't think that would have been as effective. Oh, so you're just giving me the free rook. Cool, thanks. Thanks, buddy. They forfeited immediately. What were you thinking? I don't know what they were thinking. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm fine with this. Ruy Lopez? Okay, no, it's going to be Italian game. Drawn game. Drawn game, that's what this is. That's all this is. This is just a drawn game. Yep. But it's the Italian game. This is a drawn game. Let's go. Make a trade. But it's the Italian game. This is the fastest game on the planet because it's basically a drawn game. Uh-huh. I don't think you understand what drawn game is. It's literally the mirror. This game is called the mirror. Okay. Like I said, this game is called the mirror. I call this game the mirror because this is all the opening is, right? This is literally all the opening is. It's just copycat. Like, we went into this game. Alright, so you checked me first, which is completely fine. We'll go ahead and move the queen out. Why am I down a piece? Alright, I can't trade any pieces then. Okay, so I see what I did there. I kind of fell for the trap because I'm ADHD and I'm not paying attention. That's what the problem is. I should have just went and traded a piece. Let's see. This is fine because I can still keep the I can still keep the pressure from here. I also can move this here and start doing weird things. Actually, I kind of wish I'd moved my queen there. I'm going to go ahead and do that. God dang it. Why? Oh, wait. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Ah, thank you. I took that pawn. So I've almost made up for the night. I've almost made up for the night. And they're also not guarding this pawn anymore, so it's hanging. I don't want to trade this bishop for it yet. Ah, so they're going to do that. Well, I'm going to do this. Be very aggressive display. Because that knight is unguarded. This allows me to be able to take this pawn and threaten checkmate. They can't really move their king out of this. And they can lose a knight here very easily. Also, this also can threaten check very quickly, and things can go downhill fast if my opponent's not careful. So they might actually be in trouble. Like I said, I might be down a piece, but I think that I have something for it in return, which is my opponent doesn't have the best position. Alright, so they want to go ahead and do that, which is fine. I'm going to open up with check. Like, I want to go ahead and open a can of worms. They want to do that, that's completely fine. I'm actually just going to move my bishop right back there. Because I still have the threats that I want. Yeah, I still have the threats that I want, and I don't want to lose that bishop. That bishop's actually a huge part of why this is working. And they know it. They definitely know it. That's why they did that play. They also are trying to open this up to threaten me a little bit more. It's not going to work. So what I would do... Okay, they're going to do that. That's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine because it gives me a pawn. Yeah, it just gives me another pawn, which we will take. And now, once this knight leaves the square eventually, and I also now have this to threaten checkmate here. So that's like another thing in and of itself. I was going to casually move that there. Yep, they're going to stop checkmate that way, which is completely fine. This is open, and I will be taking it. So even though I lost a piece, I've gained 4 pawns out of it. Yeah, I've gained 4 pawns out of this. Okay. I gotta be careful, but I'll take all of your pawns. That's fine. I've still got mine. Yeah, there's a lot of ways this can go. Like, I think I'm doing pretty well. Just because I have all those pawns. Like, I basically have their entire queen side. I have all their queen side pawns. All they've got are their king side pawns left. So even though I gave up an exchange, I won so many pawns out of it. They're going to go ahead and try to go immediately for the checkmate, and I'm going to say, how about no? And this is also going to threaten this. Don't know what that is going to do yet, so I'm going to do this. Oh, they were just protecting this pawn. I think that's a weird play. That's a weird play. They want to go ahead and do that. That's fine. That is check, though. I see. I see. If I do this, though, it is not checkmate. Ah, but I do lose my queen. That's GG. I can't do that either. So I'm going to actually do this so that I can't be put in check. I should have just taken that rook, in all honesty. I really should have just taken that rook. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. This is the problem. This is my problem, is I have too little of retention. Oh, if you're just going to give this to me, thank you. Yeah, they're going to go ahead with that. And I'm going to do this because I don't want to lose my bishop. So yeah, I lost because I wasn't paying attention there. So, you know, can't do much about that. Cool. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to come back here. I don't really know much that I can do now. There's not really a lot that I can do. I can try to get him on time. That's something I can do. Yeah. Sure. Don't know what you're doing. Like, my bishop is here, so... And tell me, what did that accomplish? Because I don't see it. They're struggling. They're struggling now. I don't know why they're struggling now, of all times, but they're struggling now. I'm going to march this pawn up here. That is my play, and I will continue to march this pawn. I don't know what that play accomplished for my opponent there at all. I'm going to make this as difficult for them as possible because they are in time trouble. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Do it. Uh-huh. I'm gonna go ahead and trade that because, that's dangerous. Like, what I would have been trying to do is get the knight. Yeah, whatever, dog. Like, you still don't have checkmate. I don't know what you're trying to do. Like, again, this pawn is going to continue to march. Here comes the next pawn! They're coming, bro! They're coming! You better be ready. I don't know why they don't just do this. I can't stop this. No, they're still not doing it. Why aren't they doing it? Bro, put me out of my goddamn misery. It's not that difficult. Oh my god. Move your queen there, move your knight there, and you have checkmate. Like, I can't get out of it. Like, I literally cannot get out of it. Oh my god. They're actually trying. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna continue to move pawns. They're in time pressure. Oh, that was checkmate. Whoops. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go into another game. How long have I been recording? About an hour. Alright, this will be the last game then. Yeah, I much prefer 30 minutes. I much prefer my 30 minutes, because I'm making mistakes left and right. I need more time to actually look and evaluate the position. Yeah. I much prefer 30-minute games. Don't abort this game. Don't abort this game, my guy. You don't have to do it. Don't abort the game. Don't abort the game. Please, I want to win. I want to end this video on a win, if that's possible. You know what I just realized? My webcam's not on. Why is my webcam not on? Hello? I've been recording an entire video without webcam. Why is my webcam not on? Does that change? No, it doesn't change anything. Why is my camera not on? That's weird. That's no fun. Oh my god, they finally made a move. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Okay. I don't really think that I lost too much out of that. Yeah, I don't really think I lost too much out of that. Yeah, we're gonna do that because of reasons. Oh. I'm gonna do this because I don't want to lose my rook. Yeah, I don't want to lose my rook. And that just allows my... Huh. It doesn't matter which way I do this, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter what way I do this. The only way that I can do this where it's fine is this. Which is fine. Do you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do to remedy this? I'm going to follow up by this. I'm going to follow up like that. And then, yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm going to follow this up. You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of this bishop here. Get it away from me. Get this bishop out of here. Alright. The pawn, that's going to go there. Rook's going to swing out here. And king will move here. It's going to take a few turns, but it's worth it. Can't put my king in check, which is good. I can threaten your rook. Yeah, I can threaten your rook if I do this. And again, this doesn't hurt my position, I don't think. Okay, so you're gonna do that. I can do this because my rook is defending it. And they don't have a second attacker on it yet. Alright, can we please let me move this rook out, please? Alright, so they're going to go ahead with that. And I'm going to have my knight join in the fun here. Problem is, if they do that, they can chase my knight away. So I think I have to do this. They're really trying to see if they can get a checkmate here, and I just don't see it for them. I mean, this actually works out for me because I can do this. And this actually helps out a lot because it can stop this knight move, which is very annoying for me. And now bishop is attacking this rook. And they might not even see that. Yeah, I'm running into time pressure because I want to take longer with every one of my moves. Yeah, exactly. They want to do that. Which is finally, I can go ahead and get some stuff happening over here. I can finally get my king into safety. As far as I'm concerned, this knight is pinned, so I'll just leave it. This bishop gets a lot of range, and I'm just going to let it have that range. Like, all I need is 2 moves. I just need to get my king to here, to there. That's it. That's all I need to do. I'm not even worried about that. So you're going to trade your rook or your bishop for a knight, which is fine. This looks like a very open game. Yeah. This looks like a very open game. I can actually do that. I think this wins me the rook. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this can win me the rook. Because I don't need to immediately act on this. I'd rather win the rook. No, you know what? I want to get my king to safety first. This is what I needed to do a while ago. Let me get my king into safety. Yeah, and right now I'm going to go ahead and do this. Since my king is safer now. Yeah. Because if they take the pawn, all it's going to do is allow my king to move there. And suddenly their queen is pinned. Like, they'll pin their own queen. Yeah, they pin their own queen. I'm still attacking this rook. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to lose the rook. Yeah, all it does is allow me to do this. So it just gives my king freedom. Which is jail. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this. There's no reason not to. This is fine. What I want to do... What I want to do actually is move my queen here. Block this pawn. Stop this. They want to do that. That's completely fine. They left their knight hanging. So I'm just going to take their knight. Yeah, like this is a very precarious situation for my opponent. Because now they're down material. Like this is also still guarded by 2 pieces, so they're gonna do that. I guess I didn't see that it's guarded by this bishop. Completely fine. I'm gonna try to force a trade here. Yeah, I want to force this queen trade. Because if I get rid of the queen on the board, I pretty much think I win the game. Alright, so you want to go ahead and do that. That's completely fine. Like, I can just as easily do this. It's difficult for you to fork or pin my rooks together. But, and again, this is just going to be, hey, I want to trade queens with you. And if you're not careful, you might lose. This also allows me to take this bishop, I think. Does it? If I take this bishop, pawn can't take back because then they lose queen. They can do that, though. And then I have to respond. So I can't take that bishop yet. But I can do this. And just be like, hey, you want to trade these queens? Because I want to trade these queens off the board. Alright, they're going to go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to... What do I do here? Yeah, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to play it simple. That's all I need. I just want simple here. And queen trade. Free queen, actually! Free queen! Yeah! GG! Nope, that's the end of the video. Well, with that... Hey. No. Bad opponent. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And we're going to see all of you in the next video that we do. Take care, everybody.